Hey everyone, Q here with Tech Rants, and yeah, I'm going live. Oops, trying to readjust the camera a little bit. So yeah, I've decided to go live this morning. Go ahead and get the chat pulled up and everything. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Cricket Wireless this morning. Yeah, let me go ahead and clear up some of the stuff. Okay. So yeah, as the title says, Cricket's new unlimited plan. We're gonna talk about that, what I feel about it. Get my thoughts. You know, all that other good stuff. So here's the thing. I'm glad to see that Cricket has finally gotten rid of the speed caps. I think Cricket Wireless is a wonderful prepaid carrier. They use one of the most reliable networks out there, which is AT&T. I know they say Verizon's the best, but yeah, yeah, fuck all that. Anyway, um, I know, Verizon does have the best voice coverage. I will give them that, but AT&T has consistent data coverage. Those 8 megabits. You know, the only reason why I went to AT&T is because I wanted unlimited, and AT&T had the unlimited plan for the same price as Cricket with autopay. I don't mind doing autopay, especially if it's going to save me some money. So Cricket had the same. I mean, AT&T had the same price as Cricket for autopay, but instead you were getting AT&T's maximum speeds. Okay, so I just figured in my case, I paid the $4.18 extra a month. Move that around to get AT&T's full, speeds, which is, it's fine. I don't mind that. But here's the thing: Cricket, well, not Cricket, AT&T now have the $40 8 GB plan with rollover data. So technically, I don't need unlimited data. I do not need unlimited. I have really good Wi-Fi. I'm around Wi-Fi about 75% of the time. It's just that when I'm out, I may want to do some live streaming, or you know power could go out. Shit like that. But but I really don't need unlimited data. 8 gigs is more than enough for me. Um, especially with rollover data. So next month I might have about 14 gigs. So I'll do some live streaming from the Essential phone to kind of kill off some of that data. Because it's you don't that it doesn't carry over from month to month to month. So I have about 6 gigs of data that I can just burn through without worrying about it. So yeah, I'll um I'll do that. So next month I may just use completely just all data, because it's technically unlimited. I may in an unlimited last AT&T period. for unlimited data, I've used maybe about 12 to 15 gigs. I really didn't use that much. So rollover data suffices, for me enough. So, but unlimited data is good to have. It was, it was fun having it. I might eventually go back. Here's the thing: if cricket, I'm gonna be watching cricket over the next couple weeks. If they do something, oh my fucking nose. If they do something that I find, hold up. Okay. No, my eyes. Shit. If they do something that I find, just that I find flat out amazing, if you watch my video with me, see if it comes back. Okay, there we go. We're back now. Sorry about that. The iPad dropped, and yeah, I don't know what the hell. It was just weird. All right, we're back. All right, so if Cricket does something that I just find completely amazing, like I made a video, and in my video I said, if Cricket download, if they, I think what they should do, they should be like Metro PCS. Take the cap off the $55 plan, okay? Then, you know, maybe give people standard definition, maybe always deprioritize, do something, just do something to make it $50 a month. That's good. Maybe 50, either do 55.
WLWT. Now, police. Teens arrested for vandalizing Christmas decorations for boy with terminal cancer.
Ooh. Sorry, breaking news that you guys just heard. That's sad. That's very sad. Anyway, so maybe $50, 45 with auto pay. Ooh, that would be amazing. Or 55, 50 with auto pay. No hotspot. No, no standard, no high definition, no, whatever. Do whatever you can to make it cheap, but give it unlimited. Either no speed cap or bump that up to 8 megabits. If you bump that up to 8 megabits and you make it 55 or 40, let me tell you something. I'll be honest with you. If Cricket says we're going to remove the 3 megabits cap for our $50 unlimited plan, which is at the auto pay, and we're going to make it 8 megabits, or even if they say, well, or either we get rid of the cap completely, or we move the cap from 3 to 8, I'll go get it. I will go back to Cricket, no sweat, because that 8 megabits was very reliable. It really was. Or if they make it 45 with auto pay, which I doubt Cricket would ever go that low, but if they did, I would run. I would run for 8 megabits, or even speed off. I would run, because that's just $5 more than what I'm paying right now with AT&T. I'm paying 40 right now with auto pay for 8 gigs with rollover. If Cricket did something that said, well, we'll take the cap off or whatever, $5 more, $45, unlimited, taxes and fees included. Oh, best believe me, I'm running. I'm gonna run my ass up to the crib. I'll pay the. As a matter of fact, that day I'll pay the activation fee. I won't give a shit. That I will run. I really would. So, and I'm glad we live in a country where we have that freedom to choose which carrier, we want. I can port my number over. I mean, it's not really porting because I'm with AT&T right now. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna watch Cricket to see what they're gonna do because I still stand behind my review that I gave Cricket. I love Cricket. I really did. I used the hell out of that unlimited plan. I live streamed. I uploaded. I watched videos. I did a lot with that unlimited plan. And it was sufficed me. It did good. You know? It was, it's just I figured well I might as well just pay the same thing. Go to AT&T. And actually, and I poured it over my main number that I had with Boost for the last year or so. And it'll be 2 years in January, or would it be February? Fuck, I can't remember. Either way, go. I think it'd be 2 years in it'd be 2 years in January. I've had the number for quite over a year and a half, and I ported it over from Boost Mobile to AT&T. It doesn't have nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I just think I need to bring it up. Every time that I switch phone carriers, and I've noticed that. That's breaking news. Every time that I switch phone carriers, something changes in my life. And it's usually for the better. Excuse me. And I'll give you an example. I'll give you a brief history. When I left Verizon and went to Family Mobile, I got my job, my rate, my pay on the job went up. I started living a more comfortable lifestyle. I was in a really good relationship for the time being. And my life, it just came together. It really did. Now, when I left Family Mobile to go to Metro, good things started coming into play there. Wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but good things definitely came into play. Now, when I left Metro to go to Boost, that's when things really started taking off for me. I really had a good year. End of 2016, beginning of 2000, into mid 2017, things were pretty good. Towards the end, things got rocky. My relationship didn't go the way I planned it to. It was that fell apart. But same thing what happened with the last relationship I was in. I switched phone carriers. That relationship ended, and things got better for me as time progressed. It did. Like honestly, if I could go, I could. And it's always usually around this time of year. So here we are in September. I ported over my number in September. Or August, September, whatever. Okay, here I am. AT&T. I ported over my carrier, and things look like they may get better. So far, things are looking up. After that little situation, you can watch that video a little bit about me getting played or whatever with the money. As I look at my life and just look at where I'm at now, carriers, technology, it's a tech video. I have to relate. Every time I change carriers, something happens to me, and it's normally good. Okay, and I usually start getting more money. I'm gonna be just real. I usually start getting more money and start living more of a comfortable lifestyle, even more. Because I fall every time. I usually get to a point in my life where I fall. Luckily, I have never fell to the complete bottom where I couldn't get back up. I've always, and even if I did fall and I may have felt like I was at the bottom, I've always got right back up to the top. So now that I poured over from Boost to AT&T, I was a little depressed. I wish a few things in my life were different, but I really feel like the good things are about to start happening in my life. And I've been happy with AT. Matter of fact, I might stay with AT&T because I really am happy with AT&T, and things, like I said, things are looking better for me a little bit. I'm able to enjoy some things. I'm buying new gadgets for the channel, figuring out how I'm gonna keep them, and usually I end up finding a way to keep them. So, you know, I know what this live stream says. I don't know. I might take it down, but basically, when you think that nothing good is gonna happen, God always comes in and makes it better. And I know this is a tech channel. I know I try not to get too much into religion, but I am a firm believer that if God is in your favor, best believe He will do whatever it takes to show you. And I strongly believe that. So I'm gonna I'm gonna ride this out. It was meant for me to port over to AT&T. Me and Boost, I've been with Boost for 2 years. I stayed fully 2 years, and I was a happy customer. I really was. I enjoyed the service. When it was good, customer service was great. They gave you free months of service here and there. Like they were good. They really cared about their customers. But the coverage started failing. Like it just wasn't doing me justice. And I always said that once things got better or once I figured it out, I would probably go to a GSM carrier and buy unlocked phones. And now that's where I'm at right now. I'm buying unlocked devices. My SIM card right now, today is in the Essential phone. Yesterday was in the iPhone. Tomorrow might be in the Honor 7X. Actually, I got other plans for that phone. But anyway, so right now, the daily driver is between the iPhone SE and the Essential phone. 90% of the about 8 times out of 10, it's in the Essential phone. That's normally my daily driver. But the iPhone SE gets used for videos. I use it to read comments, or to watch the stream and live chat or whatever. But yeah, I believe God is in my favor. I think this was meant for me to happen, and I'm ready for the good things to come. And I just look. There's been a pattern. I left Verizon. I lived a comfortable lifestyle. I left Family Mobile. Things definitely got better for me. I left Metro to go to Boost. Things definitely really did. It took off for me heavily. So now I left Boost to go to AT&T. Something, God's trying to tell me something. So yeah. And AT&T is the second best to Verizon. Now, if I would have left Boost and went to Verizon, I know something was about that. And actually, I did have an opportunity to go to Verizon. I just couldn't afford that. It was just, I could, but it was just a lot coming out of my pocket. So, anyway, there's that. But, yeah, AT&T is the second best behind Verizon. And I don't see myself going back to Sprint unless they do get merged with T-Mobile and the coverage really does get improved. For right now, I'll probably stick with AT&T or either Cricket. So, but yeah, there's that. So, got a little off topic because I started thinking about that, and I just thought I had to share that message. I noticed a pattern in my life, and I'm ready to see what good is about to become of it. So, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, I'm glad that Cricket is removing the unlimited, the cap on the unlimited plan. Now, if they just include hotspot, I think they got a winner. So, hopefully that comes about. iOS 12. iOS 12 has been amazing so far. I'll make a video on that. I'm not going to get into it too much, but so far it's been amazing. I've noted. Honestly, my iPhone SE, which is the main one they said it was going to improve, it was working fine before. iOS 11 did have a lot of bugs, but iOS 12, my iPhone SE worked fine with no issues before. I can tell the little bit of differences on iOS 12. Things are loading a little faster, and I have not noticed any bugs. And honestly, I think it was, besides iOS 7, I think it was one of Apple's most successful releases ever, less buggiest, whatever. Because it, like I said, it didn't take that long for it to download at all. So iOS 12, so far so good. I haven't heard any complaints yet. We're still, we're only, what are we? We're 3 days in, so we still got time. Whatever. I heard iOS 12.1 is in beta. So, yeah. Um, so we'll see how iOS 12 works. So far, there's no bugs, no reports, no problems. iOS 11 had a lot of issues, and Apple tried their best to get rid of them, but it didn't work out that way. So yeah. Trying to think, what else can we talk about? So yeah, Cricket, I think they're on the right track. They really are. If they could just get some better phone pricing, they'd be good. They really would. So I don't know. I would like to see Cricket soared up. Because I like to see them soared high up in the ranks because they really are a good carrier. They have a lot to offer. They're on a great network. If they can, maybe if they did something, followed in Metro PCS's footsteps, or even did, maybe did something better than Metro PCS, you know, they could really go up. I think Cricket is kind of in a position where, like Verizon charges all these high ass prices because they know that people need they're very reliable in a lot of places where people don't get cell phone service. Same with Cricket. Cricket, they may not have the best phones, they may not have the cheapest plans, which the plans are pretty reasonably priced if you ask me. You know, they may not have the best phone deals, but damn it, their coverage is reliable. AT&T is one of the most reliable and consistent networks. Of course, this is my opinion. If you live in an area where you don't have AT&T coverage, you're not going to feel that way. But where I have AT&T full coverage in my area, and I have not experienced any issues whatsoever. I'm streaming right now from AT&T. I'm streaming right now from AT&T. You know, no hiccups. Upload speeds are like 4 up. But I've streamed, from Cricket. I've streamed from AT&T, and no issues whatsoever. So I've been, you know, people say Verizon's the best. Um, you know, I'm gonna go AT&T. Um, I admit Verizon has a little bit better coverage in buildings, but you know, AT&T. T-Mobile. T-Mobile sucks in buildings, especially when you're trying to get a phone signal for data. Voice calls are barely, voice calls barely work. They barely work inside buildings, but they can get out with no issues normally. Data is hit or miss with T-Mobile in buildings. And I've heard it's gotten better. I haven't been with T-Mobile. If you count Metro, technically I haven't been with T-Mobile since 2016. So things could have changed. But the last time I was with them, it was horrible. I did have the Pop Astro with Family Mobile, and it was actually a little better. And then again, that was one of my first LTE phones. LTE barely worked, but voice calls were a lot better. So I will give that to them. But for the most part, if Verizon is good for voice coverage, AT&T has strong LTE coverage. T-Mobile, yeah, like I said, it's hit or miss. And then Sprint right now they're hit or miss. Uh, Sprint, I can't right now. After experiencing, I mean, if you live in Kansas City, like up in Kansas, Missouri, like a lot of parts, they have really good. You know, some people really have good Sprint coverage. I used to have really good Sprint coverage. It was the dominant in my area. My J7 Perks had full LTE. Wait, let me see something. Okay, that major. I used to get almost full coverage. Excuse me. But it started to drop. My iPhone, it now. Let me see what. Well, right, it usually get like 1 bar, which is kind of dumb. But whatever. So I had to go to. I mean, iPhones really don't get the best coverage anyway. But I did switch back to the J7 Perks, and it was getting it dropped. It used to get 4 to 4 bars, and now it dropped down all the way to 3 bars. And then my speeds were nowhere near what I used to get. I was getting like 20 down, and like 5 up. Now if I went down the street, I would get like 30 to 40 down and 7 up. But when I would do a live stream, it would never work. It would always be choppy and buffering and all that. And that was just, it was annoying. It was annoying as hell. Since I have, AT&T right now, I can get I can get 1 up. If as long as I have about at least 1 up, right now I'm getting 4, I was getting 4 up before I went live. And right now the stream is holding on solid strong. No buffering, no, everything is perfect right now. So, I don't know. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me see here. What are we watching the stream, man? Let me see. Okay, yeah, it is only it says only 480p. So there is whatever, which is still not bad. I mean, whatever. If you're watching me from my unlimited plan, you're not gonna be able to watch me in 720p anyway. So 480p is what your stream is in right now, and I'm pretty sure even if I did it in 720p, it would still be fine. Matter of fact, I will test that. I will test that. I'll adjust some settings and we'll see how it holds up. But right now, I'm streaming right now just fine on on AT&T. So I'm rooting for Cricket. You know, like I said, they're very consistent. Those 8 megabits up and 8 megabits down, no issues, no hiccups, no problems, no slowdown. Like it was very fast. I really did not notice the speed. Since I've been with AT&T prepaid, I can honestly sit here and tell you I have not noticed the speed difference. When it comes to like loading regular web pages, loading movies, streaming, no issues. Okay. Now, since downloading apps, uploading videos, oh yeah, oh yes, I've noticed the difference. I've noticed the difference most definitely. So let me do a speed test right now. Let me do a speed test right now on AT&T prepaid. See what kind of speed I'm getting. Let's run a speed test, shall we? I haven't used much data, so I can burn through some data and not feel guilty. Let's see. So download speeds. So for download right now, I'm getting 18.3, and for upload, okay. So for download, I've got 18.3, and for that upload, I've got 8.18, which is not bad at all. I've gotten as high as like 50 here in my house. I've gotten as high as 50 down, um, on this phone at least. I've gotten like 50 down and 20 up with no issues. Um, but normally, it's between 20 to 30 down and anywhere between 10 to 15, maybe sometimes 20 up. Now my iPad, I've gotten up to 70 down and like 20 up. So definitely good speeds, decent, definitely enough to do live stream, definitely enough to stream 4K content if I wanted to, and it works, no issues, no problems. So yeah, I could sit here. I would work for what I do. I kind of I contract for AT&T. Not I don't work directly through them. I just my contract was up. Which I still deal with the Boost Mobile and Sprint. They're just not my they're not my number one. I used to advocate a lot for Sprint and Boost Mobile, and I still do because I still am a Boost Mobile fan. I just think they need to, change some of their network practices, and they need to let customers, just. AT&T actually has a thing now, where you can get text alerts when there's an outage in your area. So I did sign up for that. So Sprint needs to get that. They really need to give their customers that option. I still deal with Boost Mobile. I help with activations and stuff like that. I did that a couple weeks ago. I helped somebody, and I actually ended up helping them get a free month of service. And they also get a second month free because they were impacted by the hurricane. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, now my contract, I renewed it with, I signed it with AT&T. And it brings in ouch. And it brings in a little more revenue. They definitely pay a little bit more than Boost Mobile, than Sprint did. So that's good. I don't get too much cricket news. I get a lot of AT&T news, but I don't get too much cricket news. I don't know why, but when I was with Sprint, I definitely got a lot of Boost Mobile news. I didn't report on it because I didn't want to, violate my contract. And I know I don't have a big follower or anything like that, but you never know. I just, I really didn't want to risk that. Um, bringing you guys first and stuff. But if I knew something that was already released to the public, then of course I did make videos and I talked about it and I gave my opinion. But AT&T contracts, they pay a little bit more. Verizon is horrible. I was going to get a Verizon contract, but I'm not going to knock Verizon for the network. They have an excellent network, but they're too high. Let me tell you something about Verizon's too fucking high. They're too fucking greedy, and they're not as consistent. AT&T, yeah, they're a little bit pricey, but they're consistent, and they, if you have AT&T coverage, they're very consistent, and they just work, and they're GSM. I like that about them. I'm not knocking Verizon for their network. They have a very strong network. I've seen them get coverage when it was impossible. But I've also seen AT&T get coverage where it's impossible. So, but I like AT&T structure a little bit better. I was going to do contract and do tech support for Verizon, but they don't pay nearly. They pay almost. They just don't. They don't pay a lot. They really don't. So, yeah, that's and then T-Mobile. T-Mobile actually pays pretty decent, but AT&T probably pays the most out of all of them, and then Sprint's right behind them, and then T-Mobile, and then Verizon. Verizon's the last people you'll want to contract with, but, in my type of business, the last people. So, yeah, Sprint actually gives the best discounts on their services. If you're an employee for Sprint and you have some type of contract or you do some type of work for Sprint, they actually give you the best discounts ever. I don't have that contract no more, so I'll go ahead and tell you what it is, what it kind of is. Basically, what it is, they pay the taxes on their phone bills. Now things could have changed. I think I don't know, but as far as I know, they just pay the taxes on their phone bill, and then they pay for their installment plan. That's a damn good deal. So, yeah, I'm not knocking anybody. You damn near get free service. So, all right, guys, I'm about to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you guys for joining me in this morning. Um, Cricket, you're going in the right direction. iOS 12, yeah, I'm gonna watch it. For the next couple of days, see how it works. See if there's anybody starts bitching and complaining or whatever, and then they do. Well, it is what it is. So, all right, guys. If this stream or at all was helpful, informative, entertaining, enjoyable, whatever in any way, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below if you got any questions, comments, or concerns about anything I talked about in this stream or anything else you want to know. Subscribe if you enjoy the content, share, all that other good stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next one later. This has been Q from Tech Rants, and I'm out.
Finish. Switch to cancel. And button.